Good morning, class. Today I will discuss about the kingdom Monera, which is the first kingdom in the chapter. So this kingdom Monera includes the bacteria, various kind of bacteria, or we can say it includes the prokaryotes. So prokaryotes organism are the bacteria, various kind of bacteria. So first time the term the first time bacteria was or prokaryotic cells were separated from the three kingdom of classification into the four kingdom of classification. And in four kingdom classification, first time kingdom Monera were introduced by the H.F. Copeland. Clear? So H.F. Copeland, who was the first scientist which separate the single cell organism, means prokaryotic organism, which were kept under the protista, and they they separate these organism, single celled organism, from the protista and put into a separate kingdom that is called Monera. So this Monera is comes from the four kingdom of classification. Clear? But after the study going on, and internal study, due to the internal studies of the bacterial cells or prokaryotic cells, these are further classified, these are further grouped into two domains, two separate domains. Clear? In two separate domains, bacteria were classified and grouped into two domains. First domain is the archaea and second domain is eukarya. These archaea and eukarya both are the prokaryotic cells. Clear? But there are some differences in between them. That's why in three domain classification, that was proposed by the Carl Woese. Clear? So Carl Woese separated these prokaryotic cells on the basis of their structure of the transfer RNA and other RNA's structure. So when these so and other kinds of structure which are so different to each other. That's why Carl Woese separate the prokaryotes into two domains, that is archaea and eukarya. Archaea is the most primitive cells, oldest prokaryotic cells which are origin from during the origin of life. So the origin of life occurred at the earlier 3.5 billion year ago. So at that time, where no oxygen present, high temperature, high carbon dioxide, and lots of methane gases, ammonium gases are present. So that kind of bacteria, means archaea, was originated from that time. But still recent in a modern time, some the population of archaea also present, but their location, their habitat are totally different from the other bacteria. Clear? So these monarians, means archaebacteria and eubacteria. Actually, the subkingdom of the Monera is the archaebacteria and eubacteria. Clear? These subkingdom includes the archaebacteria and eubacteria. These archaebacteria are the oldest living cells which are divided, which are separated from the eubacteria, which are the modern bacteria. These archaebacteria are found in those places in the extreme areas, extreme environment. From that extreme virus environment, there is no other organism survive except the archaebacterium. These archaebacteria are found in the hot springs, swamplands, bogs. These areas are known to be the are loving site for the archaebacteria. The structure of archaebacteria is the so it is a prokaryotic cells, and it may or may not be photosynthetic. They are some archaea are going to perform photosynthesis like activity, like reaction, and some are not involving in the photosynthesis reaction. Clear? So, and their structure is their cellular structure is also made up of the cell wall, it having the cell wall, cell membrane, flagella, and the some archaebacteria having the photosynthetic pigment. Clear? And their specialized pigment is called bacteriorhodopsin. Clear? So bacteriorhodopsins is the phototropic pigment which are performing the photosynthesis during that time. That time means origin of life. So during the course of the origin of life, there is extreme temperature, extreme higher temperature, extreme acid, and various kind of gases and methane, and these gases are present at that time. So these bacteria trying to reduce and trying to maintain reduce the temperature, acidity at that particular area. From their this kind of activity means reduction of temperature, helping to other living organism to survive on the particular areas. Clear? So these archaebacteria, first these are the found in the ocean. Clear? So that's why our origin of life start from the ocean level, oceanic level. So the structure of the archaebacteria is a cell wall, cell membrane, flagella, cytoplasm. So in a cytoplasm there are various kind of organelles present, and pigments, bacteria, rhodopsins are present. And see, so those archaea which having the bacteria, rhodopsins pigment, they are going to perform photosynthetic activity. So now examples of the archaebacteria, on the basis of their habitat, on the basis of the occurrence of the archaea or archaebacteria, there are three categories, three kinds of archaebacteria, such as methanogens, halophiles, and thermoacidophiles. Methanogens are those archaebacteria which are present, or which are its location is the anaerobic condition. So these bacteria means methanogens bacteria are present in that region where the lack of oxygen. These are totally anaerobic bacteria, archaebacteria. So example of the methanogens bacteria are the methanobacterium and methanococcus. So methanobacterium and coccus is very similar structure with the modern bacteria, that is coccus and bacterium. Clear? So these bacteria specialized to producing the methane gas, and these methane gas, the reason behind the higher concentration of in the air of the methane is high due to the archaebacteria continuously releasing the methanes. That's why atmosphere having the higher concentration of methane, and these methanes are producing by the specialized pathway that is called anaerobic chemosynthesis, where there is no oxygen present. So that pathways are performing by the methanogens to producing the methanes, and survive at the anaerobic condition. Clear? These methanogens, beside beside founding in the box and swampland, it is also present inside gut of the ruminant animals. Ruminants animals like the cows, buffaloes, goat. So these are the ruminant organism, and in their gut, mean digestive tract having the rumen structure, and in rumen structure this anaerobic chemosynthesis pathway performing and producing the methanes. These methanes are responsible for it is found in the biogas. It is responsible for producing the biogas. Next archaebacteria is the halophiles. Halophiles are found in the extreme high salinity area. So any region which are extremely concentrated with saline. Salinity means they have the salt gradient. A lot of salt gradients are present at that particular area. These halophiles are survive on that particular region. Clear? Due to the high salt, it is also performing the photosynthesis, but the raw material for the photosynthesis is totally different from the plant and other green organism. Clear? So it actually producing these it their cell membrane having a specialized pump, and this pump is called halorhodopsin pump. These halorhodopsin pumps functions to pump the chloride ions inside the cells. So whenever these halorhodopsin pump opens, the chloride ions, these chloride salts which are present surrounding at the bacteria, get enter into the cells. Clear? So due to the opening of pump halorhodopsin, and these whenever these chlorides are uh, entering into the cytoplasm of the cells, they are performing the specialized mechanism. Beside this, it having the bacteriorhodopsins, which are the phototrophic pigments which are helping in the photosynthesis mechanism. So due to the bacteriorhodopsins producing the ATPs in the presence of light. Clear? So halophiles are the aerobic bacteria, archaebacteria, which are performing the photosynthesis in the presence of light with the help of the bacteriorhodopsins. Clear? And it producing the ATPs. Next, the example. Okay, the example of a halophiles are the halobacterium and halococcus. Clear? So you can see the halobacterium, halophiles, halobacterium and halococcus. Thermoacidophiles are those bacteria which are found in the extreme temperature with low pH. Means a particular area having the high acidity nature and having the greater temperature up to 80 to 100 above degree Celsius. So you can suppose that how an organism will survive on that particular area. That is the archaebacteria which are actually survive on that in that particular area where the highest higher temperature up to 80 degree to 100 above degree Celsius. And those condition no other any organism will survive in that particular area. This thermoacidophiles, you can differentiate the term, decode the term. Thermo is related to the temperature and acid is related to the acids, means low pH. So that area which having the highest acidity, low pH and highest temperature, so that kind of bacteria will survive. These kind of bacteria oxidized sulfur to sulfuric acid. Clear? So example of these thermoacidophiles are the thermoplasma and acidophiles.